Hello everyone, today is May 22nd, 2019. First time I'm trying this camera, the DJI Osmo Action. I am running it on 4K 60 frames per second, Dewarp mode on, which means that it gets rid of the wide angle lens fisheye look that's commonly seen in a lot of my GoPro footage. I am also running this on the flat or the normal color profile. I don't know if there's a flat option, but I just want to tell you right now that the menu system for this DJI Osmo to enable the 4K 60 option and also the Dewarp ability is very odd, because connected to this gimbal it works fine, but in order to access those modes you have to do some swiping up and down, and some of those buttons get in the way and it doesn't make it a very smooth experience. Hopefully DJI will fix it in the future, but this is what it is now. Even to enable the Rocksteady option, the Rocksteady word needs to be highlighted in blue, and that's in the upper right corner. And in order to dismiss the menu, you need to swipe down. So swiping down may hit that Rocksteady button off and you disable the stabilization. Not that it matters so much for this video because I'm using a stabilized gimbal. I just want to emulate what it would look like as if I was using my Hero 7 Black with the gimbal. But anyway, the DJI Osmo Action does have 2 microphone ports, so I'm wondering how the audio is on this camera. I normally use an external microphone anyway, but I'm curious to hear how it sounds. For the most part, the gimbal with this camera is pretty smooth. The fun part is crossing the street. The light's just about to change. If I was Super Mario, I'd jump right on top of this flatbed truck and cross, but instead I gotta do it this way, and hopefully there's no red light runner. World's best sandwich is blocking the intersection. won't talk for a bit to listen to how the natural audio from this microphone sounds like. So for the most part, the DJI Osmo Action is pretty interchangeable with the GoPro Hero 7 in terms of accessories. It does work with the FeiyuTech G6 gimbal as you're seeing right now, although it's not a perfect fit. The mounting bracket is a little bit too wide for the gimbal itself, but you can tighten the screws so that it fits. But the frame case for the Hero 7 Black and the Osmo Action are not interchangeable. The thumb screws are interchangeable though. So anything that secures to the cameras with the GoPro thumb screw should work with the Osmo Action. The traffic is really bad today, just looking at it. This driver in the GMC doesn't have the knowledge to go into the other lane and stop blocking the crosswalk. And now these cars are blocking the intersection. These cars can't go. So even though the DJI Osmo Action fits with the FeiyuTech G6, it doesn't mean that the motion is perfectly smooth. I do notice some minor vibrations every once in a while from the motors. I'd like to know whether the microphones will pick up the vibration noise though. So currently the Osmo Action costs $349, the same price as the Hero 7 Black. So far I like it a lot. The menu system is a little bit weird, as I stated before. I do like the menus from the Hero 7 Black better, but I do like the way that the battery snaps in. There's two little orange tabs that need to be locked before you know the battery is in, so that's always a good thing. and also the battery cover is with the battery itself, if that makes any kind of sense. Supposedly the recording time for the Osmo Action is a little bit longer than the GoPro Hero 7 Black. That may help me out with some of my longer walks where I need to switch batteries in the middle of a video just to finish. I'd also like to know if this camera overheats at all, because sometimes with my Hero 7 Black it will overheat in direct sunlight, especially on a warm day or inside of a vehicle. So on 4K 60 with Rocksteady on, the camera can record up to 169 minutes on a 128 gigabyte micro SD card. The GoPro Hero 7 Black can record up to 4 hours on a 128 gigabyte card. So for those of you who don't want to do the math, that is 240 minutes versus 179 with the Osmo Action. And the Osmo Action also records at a higher bit rate, so the video should be sharper when they're produced. They record at 100 bits per second, and GoPro is 70 bits per second. Although when I upload to video YouTube, I lower the bit rate anyway, because YouTube does that just on its own. I do want to change it up a little bit and go on this road to the side. It's actually an ancient Queens Road, which is present from the original Astoria village. It's not labeled with any street sign, and many people here just use it as a driveway, but it's called Old Ridge Road and goes right through. And it does look like it's an old ridge. Seems like no one's been here to repave this road anytime soon. Looks like it's just used as a driveway or something.
Bueno, ella no va a entender porque tampoco. Yo voy a hablar por eso.
So that concludes it for this video. Hope you enjoyed my first video with the Osmo Action, and I'm curious to see how this video turns out. Catch you later.